from the land of the Irish Spring. Dublin's the place where I learned my thing. From the Emerald Isle to your place in the hood, I'm the man of green, come to do no good. Left in the hood, come to do...
Leprechaun 5, In the Hood, is a horror film that came out in the year 2000, and I don't know what's more surprising. The fact that we've made it to part 5 in this Leprechaun franchise, or the plot of this movie. The fact that it was somebody's great genius idea to take the Leprechaun character and put him in the hood. Or maybe it's the fact that this movie is in fact the best of the Leprechaun series. I know that's not saying much, and I know it's just my opinion, but the fact that this film clearly, it knows what it is. Clearly it's being goofy. It's being over the top. Clearly these people don't give a shit anymore, and they just went for it. I mean, what else could you have done with this series after you put him in space? Man. The actual plot, let's talk a little bit about it, because we see Ice-T. Yes, Ice-T is in this film. At the very beginning, I guess it's years ago, he's a pimp who finds the Leprechaun's lair. You see the Leprechaun as a statue with the pendant around his neck, the same pendant from the third film. I don't know what happened to it before, but it's back now. And Ice-T finds his gold and says, alright, I'm going to use this to become a rich businessman. And you see years later, he has his own enterprises, and he has bodyguards, and he's a made man. We also meet these 3 aspiring rappers who are entering these contests to try to get a record deal going, trying to make something of themselves. And when they come into contact with Ice-T, he pretty much blows them off. So they get pissed, they go back into his place, they accidentally let the Leprechaun loose. And for the rest of the movie, the Leprechaun does what he does best, and he kills people. And he looks for his gold. Now, what I thought of this is, like I said, I can't believe that I had fun with this movie. Again, it's not good. Trust me, I'm not trying to pretend like it's a good movie, because it's not. In the traditional sense, it's horrible. But the fact that, you know, the acting's bad, the plot's cheesy and corny and over the top, seeing the Leprechaun deal with all of these gangsters and rap characters, all of it's stupid, I know. But it's all really worth it when you see the Leprechaun smoking weed with Ice-T. And that's when I was like, okay, this is hilarious. Seeing Warwick Davis as a Leprechaun, but in this environment, the fact that he has these sort of zombie-like girls, these hot chicks that he's put a spell on, they have green eyes, and they do whatever he wants. It's so dumb, it's so ridiculous, it's so over the top. And I remember being a kid, they would show these In the Hood movies all the time. Like, these were the only ones that I was aware of the Leprechaun movies. I would watch them. If for some reason you haven't seen a Leprechaun film, but yet you're still interested, going into this, you're not going to be scared. This is just a movie that you almost have to see to believe. It's an hour and a half long. There are points where it does feel like it's even too long, longer than that. It feels like there's a lot of points where they don't know what else to do. There are funny moments, but still, you guys don't have enough material for a full movie. And then when you get to the end of the film, and it's not like I gave a shit about these main characters, these supposed rappers, but the point when they have to dress in drag to trick the Leprechaun into thinking that they're women so that they can try to get into his group in order to infiltrate his place to kill him. I'm like, alright. Seeing the main character in a dress for the last final act of the film, wow. Or how about the fact that throughout the movie he has a leprechaun flute? Because who knew that there was a leprechaun flute? And seeing Ice-T chase after these guys, asking for this flute constantly, it's just like, I can't deal with this. I can't. But again, I know, it's a bad film. It shouldn't deserve any acknowledgement that I'm giving it as far as being the best in the series, but I can't lie. It's entertaining. It's dumb, but it's entertaining. And I'm almost ashamed of myself for admitting that. Why not? It's okay to have a guilty pleasure, right? Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below if you've seen Leprechaun in the Hood. What did you think of it? Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Later!